Yes, the other day.
Roy, can I accompany you?
Sure. This is a book that I picked up at the Church of Reasonablism service a few weeks ago. It's called...
This other one's better.
Have you read what's Against Nature? I like that one a lot. That's it? Okay, yeah, I love that one. Yeah, this one's kind of tedious, but...
Yeah.
No, it's a real page turner. Couldn't put it down. Someone puts it on the cover.
At present, it is less frequently demons than bodies raised from the dead which fill the indispensable role of incubus and succubus. In other words, formerly the living being subject to succubacy was known to be possessed. Now that vampirism, by the evocation of the dead, is joined to demonism, the victim is worse than possessed. The church did not know what to do. Either it must keep silent or reveal the possibility of the evocation of the dead, already forbidden by Moses. And this admission was dangerous, for it popularized the knowledge of acts that are easier to produce now than formerly, since without knowing it, Spiritism has traced the way. And his sensual resurrection was incredible, an aberrated dog star flaming in a physical November, at a spiritual All Hallows, tranquil, dried up, safe from crises, without veritable desires, almost impotent, or rather completely forgetful of sex for months at a time, he was suddenly roused, and for an unreality, by the mystery of mad letters. "Enough," he cried, smiting the table a jarring blow. He clapped on his hat and went out, slamming the door behind him. "I know how to make my imagination behave." And he rushed over to the Latin Quarter to see a prostitute he knew. "I have been a good boy too long," he murmured as he hurried down the street. "One can't stay on the straight and narrow path forever." He found the woman at home and had a miserable time. She was a buxom brunette with festive eyes and the teeth of a wolf. An expert, she could, in a few seconds, drain one's marrow, granulate the lungs, and demolish the loins. She chid him for having been away so long, then cajoled him and kissed him. He felt pathetic, listless, out of breath, out of place, for he had no genuine desires. He finally flung himself on a couch and, enervated to the point of crying, he went through the back-breaking motions mechanically like a dredge. Never had he so execrated the flesh, never had he felt such repugnance and lassitude as when he issued from that room. He strolled haphazard down the Rue Soufflot, and the image of the unknown obsessed him, more irritating, more tenacious. I begin to understand the superstition of the succubus. I must try some bromo exorcism. Tonight I will swallow a gram of bromide of potassium. That will make my senses be good. But he realized that the trouble was not primarily physical, that really it was only the consequence of an extraordinary state of mind, his love for that which departed from the formula, for that projection out of the world, which had recently cheered him in art, had deviated and sought expression in a woman. She embodied his need to soar upward from the terrestrial humdrum.
Author. Oh, he's dead? Sorry. Kentucky at? This next Canadian? You do